Alright, that feeder band's still flirting, but it's staying like 10 miles outside the city. It's crazy. At some point it'll have to work its way in. That's a good gust. 31. 32. This UV camera's useless. Oh boy.
Taken over all of it. We came in here, we locked the doors behind us, and we said we are taking control of all of it. And we don't care if anybody likes it. We will speak from the mountaintops the truth of this storm.
Well, there was that one bot account that really wanted to hear that one song that kept messaging the country station.
Yeah, no kidding.
I felt a little bad. I had to tell him off. I'm like, listen, lady, we're in the middle of a Category 4 hurricane here. We got bigger problems to worry about.
Generally speaking, we've been very fortunate. All right, we come back. We're going to touch base with Mark Thibodeau one more time. And go over some very important information. We're not going to take any more calls because there's now some info we got to get out as it relates to your standby generators, your portable generators, and some things to think about if you have lost power before power is restored. There's some things you need to think about and do. Coverage continues.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Kate Cronin, Chief Brand Officer of Moderna, tells us about the advantages the speed of audio production affords their growing tech company.
It's just about to get in here, that feeder band. I'm going to give it about 15 minutes. Lost NOAA weather radio. All right, so here in Tallahassee on the Davis, had a high gust of 33 and a 54 gust on the other anemometer. The UV cam has been basically useless. Ran for a couple of times for a few minutes. I think it's just really poor connectivity. but I'm very disappointed because it's got a card in it that allows it to connect to Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile, and yet it can't connect. Feeder band keeps weakening as it's moving in. I think I'm going to can it here. I'll film anything with my phone and make a real quick clip if it gets real bad at the hotel. But I think this feeder band's, I don't know what it's going to do. It keeps weakening as it moves into town. So try the UFI one more time. No, it's not working. All right, forget that. All right, that's a wrap, folks. We had to recap, 140-mile-an-hour Hurricane Helene made landfall just west of Perry at 11:50 p.m. Eastern Time. Or was it 11:10? I can't remember. 11:10 a.m. I think. 938 millibars, racing to the northeast at 24 miles per hour. It is now entering Georgia. That's how fast this thing is moving. It's already moving into Georgia. And it's still a hurricane. Let me just check. I think it's still a hurricane. I know it's a hurricane, but NHC. Okay, we have a statement from NHC. This was as of midnight. Moving quickly. Helene continues to produce catastrophic winds that are pushing further inland over the Florida Big Bend and the Florida Panhandle, and will soon be entering southeastern Georgia. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation. Persons should not leave their shelters and remain in place to the passage of these life-threatening conditions. When in the eye, people are reminded not to venture out in the relative calm, as hazardous winds will increase very quickly when the eye passes. A ASOS station at the Perry Foley Airport recently reported a sustained wind of 55 with a wind gust of 99. See, it should have been higher than that with a 140-mile-per-hour hurricane. I mean, I'm just saying. Pressure 948 millibars in Perry. National Ocean Service tide gauge at Cedar Key is reporting a water level of 8.68 feet above mean high water level, which is an approximation of the inundation area. 80 miles north-northwest of Cedar Key, Florida, 45 miles east-southeast of Tallahassee, moving maximum winds 140, moving north-northeast at 24 miles per hour. Minimum central pressure 938 millibars, 27.70 inches. And that's by Jack Bevan and Pavin. So that's it. That's all she wrote. All right. Good night, everybody. I'm going to get some sleep. It's been a long 24, 48 hours trying to get in position for this hurricane. It was just one that didn't work out for me. But we'll get you on the next ones. Just a heads up, some of the models are hinting at, the GFS is hinting at something in the Caribbean developing again next week, so we're going to watch that.